Right. Well, that's kind of a Nolan-y move. Sorry, guys, but
Yeah.
he just kind
I
of
tell you what
Nolans it up.
I tell you what a Holmesy move is.
Oh yeah, tell me more.
Is you at your asylum, right?
Yeah.
Calling yourself Dr. Genital.
It's not as an
And
asylum.
you call yourself Dr. Genital.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You wear like a mask over your face, right? Which is
Mm.
just it's pieced together from like cut off scrotal sac skin.
Where do I
Which
get that from?
from the patients you experiment on, trying to
Uh,
trying to put vaginas on your inmates.
just put them on them? Just place the
You
vaginas on
you
people?
try and you split their penis down the middle, right? And
No, that
yeah,
would be so
yeah, you
mean.
do. And you split it in half, and then you glue gun each half to like their mons pubis. And then you say, "Now you have a vagina. I am Dr. Genital." And you take their scrotal skin and you add it to your. It's just like this mop of flesh, wrinkly flesh over your face with eye
No.
holes and a mouth hole, and you
Oh
just
no.
laugh and say, "I am Dr. Genital,"
Why would anyone let me do that?
because it is
Wouldn't
a corrupt system.
Oh, I see. So in a corrupt system, Dr. Genital runs wild, is what you're saying? He's just
I would rather you say that sentence again, but say in a corrupt system, I, Jonathan Holmes, am Dr. Genital and I run wild.
I am not Dr. Genital, no. And
Um,
I,
could you be convinced to be?
no.
It's the $1 million question.
I like
Um,
how you hesitated.
yeah, he was
No.
thinking about it. Let's convince you. What I think we should do is, I need to come to your hospital, right?
Uh-huh.
And I will be your assistant,
Ugh.
Victor Vag. I'll be your assistant, and I will help you give bless vaginas upon all of your inmates. It's gonna be cool.
Inmates.
It's gonna be great.
No.
We'll strap them down to gurneys,
You
and
should
Oh.
walk with a club foot.
I will definitely be dragging one foot behind me, and I'll be saying things like like that. We will convert the cellar of the hospital into some sort of freakish laboratory, which basically means I'll just throw some test tubes down there and fill them with different coloured drinks so they look sciencey. And we'll just like once a month, let's say, we don't want to be too obvious. We'll just drag one of your patients down there.
Aw.
The schizo one. So it's
No. That
So-
doesn't make it okay. What?
right. It does make it okay, right?
No.
There's a
no.
list of reasons why it's okay to cut
No.
up a schizo's penis, right? A,
It's rotten.
they're schizo. B, I said it's okay.
How do you know you're not schizo? You might be.
Don't try and cut my penis off, Dr. Jen. I know about your depraved fascinations.
I really am not. If I never see any genitalia ever again, I would be all right with that.
Well,
Not. I don't mind them.
Be all right with it. You don't have to suffer a world where you won't be looking at a lot of mutilated genitalia because you are Dr. Genital and I am Victor Veg, your assistant. Who
I'd like to go back to Holmes' statement about being perfectly happy to never see any genitalia again, because that would
That'd be
include
fine.
your own. And I gotta tell you, when I wake up in the morning, I like to check.
and
I
When I wake up in the morning, my hands are already down there. Like
That is completely unsurprising. I know you like to get an early start to the day.
start
I might
to
go.
go on. Jonathan, I
could-
think what you're hinting at here is the end game for this, where we find out as part of your origin story.
Oh no, I think I know where you're going with
Right.
this.
Basically, you've been dragging patients down there. I've not been making you do it, Jonathan. You've been doing this. I'm just your assistant, is what I'll tell the police. Right? You have been dragging patients down there and performing these grotesque bodily experiments on them for practice, because one day you will do it to yourself and you will become a pretty lady.
Wow.
And you will call yourself Lady Genital. And you'll still be wearing the scrotal head mask. But
I can't be a doctor and a lady? Doctor lady?
No.
Genital?
no, because you want your whole dream has been to join high society as an elegant lady.
And your
Imagine.
theme song will be Aerosmith's "Dude Looks Like a Lady."
Yeah. And one day, once you've perfected your craft on all the schizos, you will one day split your own penis. I'll help because I imagine it'll be difficult.
That comes as a huge surprise.
Yeah, I imagine
that you
it'll be
might wanna get
very
involved.
difficult for you to do, and you might have second thoughts towards the end. So let's say 6 months from now, I will break into your house, tie you down, and then help you perform your vaginalectomy. And,
Why will you tie me down?
just because it would hurt.
Just in case, you never know how violently someone's indecision might be.
I mean, let's
Right.
face it, we're not using anaesthetic. Because we didn't use any on the schizos, so we don't want that kind of variable popping up. So, I don't want you thrashing around and you'll hit something, you'll knock over a lamp, and then you've got a broken lamp. And you don't want to waste your money buying new lamps when you're going to be buying silken dresses to impress the gentlefolk of high society.
I just become a, wow. So, first of all, we've established that self-defense is now renamed violent indecision, which is a huge, huge surprise to me. But I guess that'll work in court. I don't know. And second,
yeah.
all I need to, so hormonally, I'll be exactly the same. I'm physically the same wide-shouldered, big-stomached thing that I am now, hairy legs, but I'll just have a split penis, and therefore I'll suddenly look like a woman. Is that right?
And you will have... Don't worry, I will draw a pair of breasts on your chest in marker pen. Permanent marker, that won't wash off in a hurry.
That's good. I've got a really hairy chest, though, so it's going to be tough to get
Yeah.
any lines that actually...
But I mean, I'll be honest, I can't draw nipples very well, so I'll just do 2 big curvy lines and then I'll write nipple on each side, over your nipple.
I already have nipples, yeah. That's the one thing you have to draw.
I'm going to write ladies' nipples over your nipples so that they know they're ladies' nipples. And then when you take off your shirt and they say they don't look very much like... Oh, hold on a minute, that says lady nipples. On we go with the sex. Who's that man? That fat man in the corner with a camera? Don't worry about it.
That's you?
I never said it was. Why are you insinuating that I want to watch you have sex as a lady?
Although since he's offering.
But since you had the idea,
I'm not offering.
Jonathan, I do have a camera.
I don't want to do the idea at all.
So how'd you like this idea?
I'm surprised you so easily came up with an idea that was even worse than your Milky Muscles idea from a half hour ago.
That was a good idea, the Milky Muscles idea, wasn't it?
No.
How about we combine the two? How about when you're having sex with a man with your when he's sticking his penis into your what's essentially an open banana skin dangling between your legs. How about I'm then stood over you while you make the beast with 2 backs, and one of those backs, i.e. yours, I'm injecting milk into.
That is...
And then he hulks out right there, in the middle of it.
If it worked, yeah, that would make the whole experience.
And then you are Lady Bane, and then while you're hulking out, I lick you out.
Like my butthole?
God.
And I might say something like that with that same level of moany strain as
Oh, God damn it!
Oh, God.
Oh, God!
That is worse than the human centipede. For sure.
Now you see the face of horror.
Yeah.
How's that worse than human centipede?